Hey YouTube, it's Jamie, smoking in my car, which is what I'm doing right now. Let me light this thing up. I've got my Peterson Aran 6. It's a straight billiard. I think it's a nickel band. ARAN 6, Aran 6. Again, like, I'm not a huge, I don't like straight pipes too much. I've got two straight pipes like this, and I gotta be honest with you, I don't like the P-lip. This has a P-lip. You see how the buttonhole, it's not getting into focus, the buttonhole is on the top there, so it just goes along the roof of your mouth. Apparently it's supposed to cool it off as opposed to blasting right down on your tongue. I mean, I get the thing, but I would definitely prefer a fishtail. And you're like, Jamie, why didn't you just buy a fishtail? And I'm like, dude, I don't know. I don't know why. I got this. I wanted a Peterson straight billiard. It's what I got, except I got it with this, what they call a P-lip. It's the proprietary P-lip. It's a proprietary button that, that Peterson does. It's cool, though. I mean, I'm fine with it. In fact, hey, wait. Does anybody know where I can get this machined into a fishtail? That would be interesting to know. So anybody in the YTPC, does anybody know where I can send in this stem and get it machined to be a fishtail? So that's what I would prefer. Hey, I did want to talk about something today. I wanted to I'm in Phoenix, Arizona, right? I grew up in the New York City area. I grew up in Fairfield County, Connecticut, particularly Bridgeport, Connecticut, which is just what they call a bedside community to New York City. Everybody takes the train into the city for work and stuff like that, but and in Bridgeport itself, I mean, long ago there was a sort of tool and die industry and things like that. I'm 52 years old, so when I was getting out of high school, it was just the sort of nadir of the tool and die industry. So I was meant to do that. My dad had done that, etc. So I graduated high school in '89. And when I did that, I had a job for a little bit apprenticing under this guy named Heinrich, this German guy. And I was doing specialty tool and die, like they need, 2,500 parts for a violin or something like that. Little metal things, machined metal things. I remember being on a Torin Vertislide and all these kick presses and stuff to make these little parts. Just the very end of industrial America, and I was doing that. Oh, let me tell you about this pipe. It's an Aran 6, ARAN 6. I think I already said that, but I'm smoking a little bit of a Elizabethan mixture. Peterson, Dunhill. Well, this is the Peterson, but it used to be Dunhill Elizabethan mixed. It's a mixture, rather. It's a vapor, Virginia Perique, ribbon cut. This bowl's about cashed, so I'm just finishing the end of it. There we go. It's tasting a little ashy now because I'm near the end of the bowl, but I'm gonna smoke it all the way down as I try and do. Anyway, I'm in Phoenix, Arizona now, and I've been here, this time I've been here for about 10 years. It's going on 10 years. But the first time I moved here was when I was 19 years old. I was 19 years old. I had been living for a few months in New York, slightly upstate. I was in like Putnam, Peekskill area. And everything was falling apart for me in Connecticut. I just didn't want to go back. So I went to pretty much sight unseen. I flew to Arizona. I literally had like a duffel bag. I was totally alone. 19 years old. This was 1990. So at that time you could do that, you know, and in 1990 you were you could essentially hitchhike someplace and get a job at a gas station and, you know, make your own way. You can definitely not do that now. So I had basically a Jack Kerouac book and a duffel bag, and you know, was trying to just make a life out west, sight unseen. I thought it was cool. I thought that was a cool thing to do, you know, and I just created my life, you know, by myself. This is hot. This bowl is hot. I'm just been, you know, stoking at it. I gotta let it cool off. Anyway, so yeah, I got here at 19 years old, Phoenix, Arizona, the first time I lived here. I mean, since then we had lived, me and the wife, you know, I met her in Vegas years ago, 20-something years ago. We lived in Los Angeles a couple of times, Highland Park particularly. Then we were on the west side, near Venice, kind of near Venice, Palms, what they call it, Palms, like Pico and Motor, basically, or Venice and Motor. Anyway, and then we had also moved back east for a bit, back to Norwalk, Connecticut, essentially. But we lived in Minneapolis for 4 years. That was great. We were in what they call northeast Minneapolis. I lived in Houston, Texas for like 9 months in the mid-90s. I lived in Huntington Beach and Costa Mesa, California, for you know, a couple of years. That was great. I loved Huntington Beach. That was also mid-90s, maybe 96, 97. Then I moved back to Phoenix. Then we moved away. Anyway, all these different places, Vegas, Phoenix, LA, Texas, wherever, back east. But anyway, when I came out here the first time, 19 years old, it was really great. It was a simple life. I literally worked at a car wash, and in the very neighborhood where we've now bought a house about 10 years ago, Central Phoenix. We're in the middle of Phoenix, you know, the middle of Midtown. And it was pretty cool. You know, it was a simple life. And working at the car wash, I was staying at a boarding house. I don't even think they have those now, but it was like I was renting a room in this apartment complex, essentially. Other people lived in my unit, you know. It was, I don't know, it was weird. I don't even think they do that anymore. But the bowl's still hot. I don't want to light this up again. But anyway, it was kind of cool. And now, you know, we're back in Phoenix these last 10 years, and it is, let me look, it's 111 degrees in Phoenix right now. It's hot, you know. It gets hot here. That's for sure. I don't want this video to get too long. Maybe I'll get more into this stuff later. But right now, I'm going to try and enjoy the rest of this bowl of Elizabethan mixture once it cools off a little bit. I've been huffing and puffing at it on and off for a while now. But anyway, so would you like and subscribe and do that stuff and hit me up and, you know, ask me questions or, somehow engage this channel, because I'd like to, you know, continue posting videos on this channel and just get some interaction with people, particularly if you're interested in pipes and conversation and stuff like that. That's what I like. That's what I'm on here for, you know? Just pipes and conversation. Like matches, you know? I really like those old matches videos. Anyway, this is getting pretty long. But, oh, and a buddy of mine from work said, quit saying in your videos that it's getting long and you got to cut out. And it's like, why would, I don't know. Should I say that? Do you need to hear that? Let me know in the comments. All right, talk to you later. Bye.